Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Look there at spectacular SOFI Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56, the #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Brings up the 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. A pickup there of 13. First down, L.A.
13 yards on the play. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big to be made.
He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Number 17, Devontae Adams. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bucs' 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 1. They go jet sweep and give it to Adams. And there's defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Trying to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
First down.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So Nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation? When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
2nd and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Stafford now on 2nd down. Called in on the left by Nakua. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He's got his man. It's Smith. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First down.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Corum is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Joshua Carney comes out now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason, and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and we're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill it.
It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 32 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On second down, Baker. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
This one is caught by Shepard. And the Buccaneers are looking at a first and goal, and takes it all the way down to the 2.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game. Like, I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're...
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Chris Godwin, touchdown Buccaneers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bucs come right back to tie it at 7. Team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Brings up second and 11.
So these jet sweep plays, we see them so often, both under center and the shotgun. There's a lot of ways to do it. But there's a little feast or famine element, especially in today's NFL, with the speed of these defensive edge players. So you got to make sure you get the edge accounted for so you can at least avoid these negative plays.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 35.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right, and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing and field away.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. They'll go again here with Williams. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
3 yards. That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll go with Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the defense can't come up and stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
First down, Stafford. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae.
Holding offense. Still first down.
Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he'll take this one in. Luka Nakua. Touchdown, LA.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 14, Buccaneers 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Rams out to the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. They'll run it. It's Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Third, they need 8. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's got a man. That's the tight end, Otten. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 31
It
yards.
is a big play for the Buccaneers.
1st down.
31 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
2nd down throw for Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have the 1st down. They'll mark him at 29, but it's a new 7th down. It's 1st down picked up.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Open man, right side, he's got it. They get 14 on that hookup. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around?
And he's in! Bucky Irving! Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down.
You know I'm hot. How many licks to the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a loss of a yard.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is the former Pro Bowler, Hassan, getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, but most of the time it's a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Third and long. Here's Stafford. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
To return is Johnson. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. He'll find the rookie out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbuka. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
On first down, here's Irving. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back.
first down.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Ibuka. He's got it again.
Five-yard gain brings up second down at the Rams' 28-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. That's Ibuka in motion. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Got him in! It's Ibuka! Complete! 4 catches on this drive alone. Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line to come away with 6.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That one, take it in. Chris Godwin, touchdown Buccaneers. That his second touchdown tonight. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bucs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. There's McLaughlin now to catch the score. He'll kick this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They're searching here for the tie score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. The shotgun, it's Stafford. That's caught by Smith on the right side. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On the give, it's Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Rams first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Now first down throw for Stafford. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They put Adams in motion. They motion a receiver right. They run over center with Williams. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Inside the 10, it is caught. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Automatic first down.
So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. Man in motion is Smith. Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, LA. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Jardy now to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Rams will even the score. It's now 21-all.
21 apiece.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Tucker. Whoa! Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
First and 10.
The Bucs offense and receiver Chris Godwin set to take over again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog.
Here's Irving. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Baker to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Buccaneers.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. This one is caught by Shepard. Now the Bucs will take their first time out, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
At the Rams, 41-yard line.
Ran by the Luxemans at the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouths get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette, the LA yelling.
On the ground, it's Irving. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 11. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Now, screen set up for Irving. And now flags fly as a gain of about 4 could be negated.
Still first down.
They send Godwin in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Second down throw for Mayfield. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop at just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Mayfield. He'll try to run for it.
Number 6, Baker Mayfield.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
For the Buccaneers field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a time for the defensive coordinators trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
On play action, Mayfield. I had a defender draped all over, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. 12 yards on that hookup. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
A gain of 12. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st down is Mayfield.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the time. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard. A give. This is Irving. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
Tackle. A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Here's Mayfield. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the handoff, it's Irvin. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll go with the sneak, and he is going to have a Buccaneers first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Baker. That's caught. It's Tez Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 15.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and the first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Yards to go.
That's Ibuka in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side, he's got it. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Mayfield. They'll look to set up the screen here. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
Throwing here on, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
So it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big here to start the 3rd. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal.
A 28-yard
This,
attempt.
about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. On the return, here comes Corum. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10.
I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
A couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
Play action, Stafford. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Jamel Dean that time. All over him in coverage.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Right side, complete to Nakua. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
And that is hot in the end zone. He's in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Rams have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd.
27.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That's caught inside by Otten. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. This defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide. Nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss.
So on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Xavier Smith deep to return.
Fair catch.
A fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Off-play action. It's Stafford. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get their man, and it's no good.
3rd down and 11.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Yeah! And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Look wide. Get this one complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
A loss of 2 brings up the 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. It's Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and long. Throwing is Mayfield. He's got a man. That's the tight end, Otten. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was...
And he will kick this one across into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Mayfield to the line. The Bucs will try for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
There's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll pick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the ground, this is Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. They put Adams in motion. Was brought down at the 4.
Complete to
Bring
number
up
17,
3rd down.
Devontae Adams. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Rams first down.
At the 40-yard line.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Stafford now on 3rd down. That's to Higbee, the tight end. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
5-yard gain on the play.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Man in motion is Smith. Now whistles. Play clock at 0,
Delay of game.
and that'll cost them
Offense.
5.
Still first down.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Stafford to throw again. There's a short one taken in by Higbee.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That one's incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And 13.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's down the field for Higbee. That is brought in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Yards.
That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big time play.
On the stop. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. He's got it at the 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. That's the left side and pulled in by Higbee.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't think this coach has much of a choice. I think he had to go for it. A field goal doesn't help you a whole lot. They're trying to take the lead here late in the game, but what a stand by this defense coming through, keeping them out of the end zone.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
First down.
That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll go again here with Irving. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot. It's going to be enough to move the chains.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right back to Irving. And he's brought down after a gain of
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have it up for the first down. Mark him up at the 39-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off their call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
It's Otten in motion. Baker going to give it to Irvin. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. The question now, will the play stand? On play action, Mayfield. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
That's how you get yourself out of the 2nd and 20 hole. Big gain there. It'll leave them just shy of the first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run it. It's over. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On 2nd down, a run with Irvin. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. It's a good conversion on 3rd down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On 1st down, here's Irving. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Left side, he's got a good one. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
15.
The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. I go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's into the end zone yet again.
Touchdown.
Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
The point after.
McLaughlin put it on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Here's 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Nakua snags it over the middle. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. 1st down, LA.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
A 1st down throw for Stafford. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field to Higbee. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
To the air again, Stafford. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because, Snake, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Ball start. Offense.
Steve Avila, guilty that time. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Throwing again is Stafford. That one caught by Adams. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And the Rams.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
This is 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
So a win here for the Buccaneers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.